Hey there, this is Heidi from Create with Heidi, and today I'm going to show you 2 clever Father's Day cards using cardstock, sticker paper, scissors, an X-Acto knife, a pin weeder, a scraper, 2 kinds of transfer tape, and 4 kinds of vinyl. Brushed glitter, holographic sparkle, mirror chrome, and matte from the Economic series. To begin all of my projects, I always prep all of my materials. That means I cut it to the size that I need it to be so that as I work, I don't need to be juggling rolls or big sheets of vinyl. That is what you can see me doing here. Once I get all of my materials prepped and put to the side, I am going to begin cutting. I will remove the protective film off of the vinyl, and then I will remove the protective film off of the cutting mat. The first thing I'm going to be cutting is these cartoonized pictures of these 2 dogs that I printed out on sticker paper. Now that that's done, I will begin with my vinyl. This first vinyl is the brushed glitter vinyl. It is significantly thicker than other vinyls. I used the premium vinyl hollow threads setting on my Cricut to cut this, and I had to do 3 passovers in order for it to cut all the way through. Now I will be rotating through cardstock and vinyl. For the holographic sparkle and mirror chrome vinyl, I also used the premium vinyl holographic threads setting, but it only took 1 passover on those. For the red economic vinyl, I used the vinyl setting on my Cricut Maker. All right, now that I have all of my vinyl cut and removed from my mat by flipping my mat over and rolling it away from the vinyl to prevent creasing or bubbling, I am going to push my machine to the side and I am going to start weeding each of these pieces of vinyl. The brushed glitter vinyl was a little bit more work to weed than the others. It wasn't a bad thing. I just had to be a little more careful. It may have been the font that I used. I just noticed that some of the pieces weren't cut super smooth, and so I used my scraper to hold it down as I peeled away that excess, and then it helped it to stay in place. Now I'm using my yellow grid transfer tape. Yellow grid is a stronger adhesive, and so it is good for materials like this brushed glitter vinyl. If you were to use a standard transfer tape, it would have a hard time keeping hold of that brushed glitter vinyl, which would make it harder to transfer over. Because I am putting this on cardstock, however, I had to be very careful to make sure that I didn't push down hard on that transfer tape because I didn't want it to pull up any of the cardstock fibers as I pulled it away. I pulled nice and slow as I pulled it off just to make sure I had control and didn't end up pulling up any of that cardstock, and it worked beautifully and there were no issues. For the inside of this card, I am going to be using that yellow grid transfer tape to transfer over the rest of the brushed glitter vinyl. I'm also going to be using red grid transfer tape, which is a more standard level of stickiness, so that I don't have issues with transferring over that economical vinyl. So I'm just going back and forth between the two transfer tapes as well as the two different vinyl styles as I get each of these laid down in the order that they're supposed to be. Okay, I'm just working out the spacing with this eye. And now I can transfer over my sticker with my photo of the dog on it, and then adding that final piece. And this card is complete. I am going to put it to the side, and then I will start working on my second card. I am putting this yellow grid vinyl back on its backing because it is still usable for another time. And then I'll put that to the side and move on. Okay, for this card, for that holographic sparkle, I'm just using the standard red grid transfer tape. It doesn't need that stronger adhesive because the sparkle is not glitter. So it's not a textured vinyl, and so it works just like regular vinyl. Okay, that first bit that went down was the mirror chrome vinyl, and now this is the holographic sparkle vinyl going down. Then I am adding my sticker paper cutout of the dog and then finishing off with her sign off. All right, so everything is on, and I just decided that open space needed a little bit of something extra, so I drew a heart, and I'm doing light shading with a marker pen, and now it is officially done. Here they are. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.